Hey guys, today we're going to talk about wrist pain after having a baby. There are many structures that can cause pain in and around the wrist, but a common condition that afflicts new moms is tendinitis. There are a few tendons that course over the wrist and the thumb here, and these tendons are particularly active with any lifting and carrying movements. Consequently, these are the tendons that often cause issues in moms with young kids because we're lifting and carrying so much. Tendons are commonly injured with overuse. That is too much carrying and lifting. So this is one of the things we need to modify in order to help with pain. This can be extremely difficult when you just have to carry a baby. You have no choice. But there are a few things you can do to modify the load that is going through these tendons. Wearing a wrist and a thumb splint can be really helpful to protect the tendon and modify load. It's not something I'd wear all day, but you can use it during any activities where you expect to be using your hands a lot or you anticipate needing to support something for a long time. Instead of lifting your baby with your wrists and hands, try to support them using your forearms or using a flat hand to reduce the load that goes through the wrist. You can alternate between using an ice pack on the wrist or a hot water bottle for 10 to 15 minutes at a time to help with inflammation. We want to keep the wrist moving as much as possible, so 3 movements that can be helpful are wrist circles, a flexion stretch, and an extension stretch. I would do these for about 30 seconds at a time and repeat them a few times throughout the day. In the early stages, these can often be quite uncomfortable and even painful at times. As long as any pain is short-lived and settles within a few hours, you'll often find that you actually feel better after having done them. If it's just too painful, keep your wrist in that splint for a bit longer and use your ice packs and your hot water bottles. Another thing we want to work on is tendon strength. The stronger your muscles and tendons are, the better they are able to cope with load. You can start with isometric movements. This is where we push the wrist against an immovable object, for instance the other hand, to get a muscle contraction but no joint movement. For example, I can push forwards into my other hand, I can push backwards, I can push up, and I can push down. I'd hold each contraction for about 3 to 5 counts and repeat that 6 to 8 times throughout the day. Something which most people have lying around the house and which can really be helpful in building muscle strength and coordination is a hammer. So I'd have a hammer. Ironically, I do not have a hammer with me today, but I'd grab a hammer, support your elbow on a table, and slowly twist the hand back and forth as we control the weight of that hammer. I do that 10 to 20 times, 2 to 3 sets, probably about 4 to 5 times a week or every other day. Wrist pain is extremely common in new moms, so you're not alone in your pain. The good news is that there is plenty that you can do about it, and if you are still struggling, contact your local physiotherapist for some more individual assessment and treatment. I hope you found this video helpful today. Check out the Belly Strong channel for tons more videos on issues surrounding pregnancy and the postpartum period. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you again soon on another video.